When I make a video, I like to organize things in a way that I have like objects. Um, and one of the things is I don't really like to talk about myself as much as I like to discuss what I'm finding and maybe the possibilities of like what time period, um, what the things might mean. Um, well, I guess if I'm talking about myself and how I see things, if you imagine you go outside and you're looking at the birds and you can identify a blue jay from a robin, so on and so forth. And that's how my perception has become. I can tell certain things about some of the artifacts. And people saying, "Well, how do you know?" And it's like, well, you recognize shapes, and I'm a little bit intuitive, so that kind of helps. And I would be like, I'd take something that nobody could see. Look at this great artifact, and they would say, "That's just a rock." And so I had to go about and actually trace lines and paint them in, and even I didn't even see at the level that the paint captured. Okay, so then I'd have people saying, "Why did you destroy that artifact?" And I'd be like, if I didn't do anything to it, it would just be a regular rock. Now I'm deciphering something. Um, Now I made it so that other people can see it and understand. Um, and like this, even I didn't want to put so much paint on anything, so I just let the ink go into the shadows, and that's what I got. And you could even see it has like you can see like little hairlines and stuff. It's got a lot of detail. Tooth, eye, nose. Um, I think it's a canine. Some people said it looks like a cat, but this is what I'm wondering. This could possibly be dire wolf. So this one, I know that there was like maybe like some like animal references like this way, but okay, that's the money shot, right? And I've explained this one before. You've got a mammoth and a mastodon walking together, and then there are tiny thread lines. That's what I traced. So even with this one, what do you see? It looks like a conglomerate. Think a little harder. Okay, before I get back to this one, I'm going to go over here. The snake head, rattlesnake most likely, and this is where its head was lopped off, and there's where its throat was. Its eye was there. What do they have? Those like heat sensory gland things on their face, about right there. On the other side, it's a little bit messed up. Eye, nose, and you can see the mouth. Fang sheath. Possibly this could have been made into some kind of effigy. So here's my thinking. I found this at the river. Oh snap, right? It looks like it's been bound together, but it's been polished down by the water current. And this is fossilized, or rock, now whatever you call it. You don't see anything over here. So what I see happened was whoever did this, killed a snake, and they took whatever the flesh and pulled it over this way. And if you notice, there's a hole here, hole there, and a nose. they created an effigy stone, what we would perceive as a stone, what used to be a snake head. And I've been trying to say this, that leather petrifies. That's why there's threads in this. Like even this thing, it doesn't look like it has any shape. I haven't done anything to it. But if you turn it the right way, you just might see it. Like maybe a nose here, mouth there. And I know there's a few different angles, but that's what a red stone looked like. I mean, not all art is good, okay? So I see a nose there and a kind of a grin there, an eye there. And why do I hold on to this stuff? I don't know. Oh, there's something else. Nose, eye, ear. Okay, so, all right, so the effigy stone was a snake head. So wouldn't it be easier to sew an effigy stone out of something that was once alive? Like, you know, you're not wasting your whatever snake they ate for dinner, or that's a turtle head, I don't know. It's just some kind of reptile head. You can see the stitch lines in there, and then they turned it into some kind of art form like that. Okay, so get that in your head. Flesh can petrify. So back to this one. I can see it. I see the decorations on it. I also see the thread. Let's see if I can capture one here. Now, can you think of one thing that has skin that looks like that? And I can. Turtles. And this really does kind of have a nice feel to it. Look how it's like there's a bit of a circular pattern right there. I was holding it in a way, I think it's right there. See that black line right in the middle? Oh, it's like a V shape right there. That's thread. Now if I zoom on back, that's an ear. That forms an ear. There's an eye right there. It's kind of like an impish looking effigy face. Maybe somebody was having fun with this. I had it in another way where you can see like a cat head. And this is one I would not be too crazy about showing. You can see there's a mouth there. So it's like, yeah, turn it different ways, you find different things. So this will be the open mouth, and then there's an ear form back here. But the bumpiness of the medium makes it hard to visualize, if that makes sense. Like, it's like they rolled it up. So turtle skin, they don't have an arts and crafts store a long time ago, so you make do with what you have. Over to, and this one has almost similar, and I see like a beaver. There's an eye there, an ear here, and this piece of mica serves as like the beaver tooth. I'll zoom out. So see that I find eyes are often highlighted with a piece of mica. So nose, tooth, ear. This was like up at the border of Massachusetts and Connecticut. So I think this is some kind of like keratin, like hoof material or claw of some kind. I could not even perceive, but I see up here it's like bony. There's like it's like bone. If I turn it different ways, you might see like an animal shaped, like a head shape. But I was seeing effigies up here by the bone area. You can kind of see that. This isn't a very clear one. I have a couple of these. It was like there was a few of them in a certain spot. And I was like, well, I should go look at that. Oh, there's the effigy face right there. So see, like there's an eye there, a nose there, and a mouth there. This one looks like, after I put some polish on it, it looks like parquet flooring almost on top of something quartzish. So probably so old I wouldn't be able to guess how that was made. So see the bear, the nose, the mouth, the eye, the ear. You turn it this way. Now I see something. There's a few things I can see on this, but it's kind of vague. Look at here, the trunk, feet. But also sometimes seems like there's a head turning here, almost like a rhinoceros head or something. I don't know how prevalent the woolly rhino was here, but that kind of does look like a rhino head. So it's like, look there, and then you've got the feet down here, so it's almost like little game there. You've got like a mammoth head or mastodon head here with the trunk going down, eye there, but then also this kind of rhino shaped head. You have to stay open-minded. It sounds crazy, but I could just imagine this could really, I mean, it's very heavy. It almost seems like like it could be a tool. You also see like over here, but look how it's like the wood was wrapped around something. Okay. I was saying, okay, keratin petrifies such a way. Keratin, a toenail, protruding bone that's been carved down into the shape of a bear head. You can see the nose, see the ear, and the mouth, and you can see the cut lines. So also, think somebody's hacking and sawing away at this thing. It's a foot. If you looked at baby elephants' toenails, they curl under, much like that. Think of this as a foot pad. But I can definitely feel a bone right jutting out there. And then if you hold it this way, I see a nose, a mouth, chin. I see a bear. You see the bear right in there, legs, head. I think we have a story going on here. I mean, maybe it's assuming too much. You see there's kind of a person here. You see their little hand, like a person shape, body. What are they doing? It's also kind of a face in there, effigy face. Somebody's sitting up, the knees, the face. See a mammoth or mastodon baby. Legs. That hand seems to be on the face of the mammoth. It's like, oh, see another face. I'm scrying a bit too much here. But with that information, what do we have here? Oh yes, we turned it that way. Hello, squirrel. Yes, I have attention deficit disorder. Nose, chin, ear, bear head. What does bear have to do with mammoth? I don't think the baby mammoth was well. Like, these are almost like Renaissance painting faces in there. It's almost like you're looking at some of those, like I said, the Renaissance paintings where they're trying to show a biblical scene, and all the characters are like looking with astonishment at the miracle happening, whatever. But but you can kind of see that shape of like the mammoth in there, the mastodon, or the legs. This would be the rear end. I know I turned it a different way and I saw the mammoth again, but I'm talking too much about it. And yeah, there's a cut line right there. There was a lot more. So just imagine somebody sitting around a fire, eating their kill, and they have time to, cut things up and fidget with things. Yeah, I may not be. I'm not saying for a fact that this is a mammoth or mastodon toe, but it seems an awful lot like it could very well be. Definitely has human work on it. Oh, I see something else here. Nose, mouth, the eye up here. It's like a cat head. Okay. Yes, maybe I'm using the pareidolia here, but that's how things happen. So I could do this all day. I'm just trying to open your eyes a bit to different possibilities.